Morning, everybody. Conquistadoom out here on a beautiful day in the park, barefoot, grounding, connecting. And this isn't really the right moon phase for starting something new, but I decided that I have this amazing mini Tarot de Marseille. There's what the cards look like, right? And in the guidebook, every question... almost every card comes with a question. So I thought, well, let me just use that as a guide, go through the deck in order because I just cleansed it under the light of this blue moon, so it's all in order and organized. So what if I just went through every card one at a time and used those questions, those personal development questions, as guides for casting runes, which I have been neglecting of late, right? So then I drew the Magician, which is the first card. By ancient tarot tradition, the Fool actually should be at the very end. Can be slotted in anywhere, really, right? He's number 0. So, but Ateya had him at the end, and I kind of like that. So I started with the Magician, and the Magician is all about taking control. Let me see. I got my Book of Shadows here. So it says, use our talents to begin a new project to take control of our destiny. Well, I forgot that the major arcana in this deck don't have any questions. So then I said, well, how can I take control of my destiny, right? So here we go. This is what my cast looked like. We have Yera, and then Sawailu and Ingvaz were upside down, which I was told could indicate hidden influences in the situation. So what we have, and I'm looking over my Book of Shadows as I was just scribbling out the things that came to mind before doing the video. So Yera is the year, cycles, harvest, positive outcomes, time, changes, the future. It's the second 8, Heimdall's 8. So let's just move on real quick. The hidden factors, we had Sawailu. That's also the second 8, Heimdall's 8. It's the sun, bright, positive. It's a victory rune. Fate used the phrase renewal of hope. I liked that. I wrote that down. So then we had Ingvaz in the third 8, Tears 8. A seed, that's also another positive outcome. And then, of course, Fate reminded me that it's earth, nature, and yet another agricultural symbol. So there's a heavy element of the growth cycle of plants here for us to work with, right? So we literally have a seed, a hidden seed planted, and then sunlight and the natural order of growth, right? Plus a huge focus on positivity. So I was getting a really strong watch and wait type of vibe here. That's reinforced by the fact that 2 of the 3 runes are from Heimdall's 8. Yes. And I was thinking that maybe taking control of destiny might be a little too aggressive and outwardly focused. And since 2 of the 3 runes were hidden influences, that to me shows more of a deeper personal work at play here. And Tyr was not necessarily the god of justice and doing what is right. His main story is about doing what is necessary. It may or may not have been right. I actually question that myself. But it was what needed to be done. So I think this cast is actually talking about how do you take control of your destiny? Well, right now, and especially agreeing with this waning gibbous moon phase, it might actually be more about doing the deep interpersonal work, addressing your flaws, working on your discipline, making sacrifices, and then just paying attention, disengaging a little bit, putting more things down. Well, now, of course, this could just be my own personal bias because I'm all about just saying no and reinforcing boundaries and taking on less and less. I saw a great tweet that said, the older I get, the heller the no. Anyhow, it's been a while since I posted anything about runes or tarot, but this is my new thing. Whenever I can, I'm hoping every day, but I don't want to be too overly ambitious. And plus, I want to give the messages time to sink in. Whenever spirit moves me, I'm going to be moving through this deck 1 card at a time in order and casting 3 runes and seeing what kind of message I get. So hopefully this resonated with someone else somewhere out there somehow. It certainly was helpful for me. Peace and love.